Hello friends. One of my friends shared his experience about her tall and strong girlfriend. He told about her beautiful muscular body and how he feel protected with her. This is a really nice incident, please watch till end.
My girlfriend's soon-to-be wife is not only ripped body-wise, but considerably taller and stronger than me. I won't lie that I was attracted to her from the start when we were in high school. The crazy part was that she went through what was like a second growth spurt in her junior year and kept going in her senior year. Most girls stop growing height-wise earlier on. She was always toned, but she had insatiable stamina to do extended workouts that she loved, pumping heavy amounts of weights. I was always shorter than her and we dealt with all the stares and glares when the top of my head was about level with her chin. But when she went through a big growth spurt and the top of my head went way below her shoulders, she definitely took on the role of a more dominant one in our relationship. She pushed herself big time and was getting stronger and stronger. She stayed thin, but was packing on a lot of muscle, and her chest and cleavage grew too as she got taller. When she got back from summer vacation that was over 2 months, everything on her body was firm, amazing, and unbelievable. I always liked it that she was stronger than me, but when she took off and it was no comparison, it made me so much more attracted to her. Barefooted, I wound up being eye level with the bottom side of her chest. She came over to my house to go swimming and my view with her bikini top on was the underside of her massive boobs. She kept asking me the week before she came home how tall I was and had I grown. Well, when she completely towered over me and flexed her biceps and her chest was standing straight out, I then figured out why. Her upper body was ripped, but even her legs were now out of control. They seemed longer and her calves were beyond sculpted. They raged with perfectly dense muscle that would have been the envy of any dancer. My parents weren't home at the time. I actually got way nervous as I knew she could destroy me physically without even trying. She looked way down at me and smiled. She told me that she loved how small I looked to her now. She asked me could I handle how much bigger and stronger she was now to me? I timidly nodded my head yes. Then she asked me would I be embarrassed being with her in front of people or in public? I told her no way. I told her I am embarrassed how short I am and how she would wind up being the protector of us and how that was the guy's job and I couldn't do that for her. She smiled and told me that I shouldn't worry about that at all. She told me that she actually loved getting taller and more muscular and she was hoping that I could be big enough for her to take on more of the man's role in our relationship. Then she surprised me and asked me would I still want to be with her if she got even stronger? I told her that I hope she wouldn't dump me as I am the lucky one. She smiled a lot. Then she asked me could I handle it if she was even taller. I took a deep breath and then asked her how much taller. She then reached in her backpack and pulled out these black platform heels. I could tell they were super tall in length. She sat down and started to put them on one foot at a time. I was confused what my mind was telling me as I was beyond excited of what she was doing while being nervous to how little I would be and what would people think. She then told me to turn around and go to the wall that was mirrored in the dining room. She told me when I finally got there to close my eyes. I did without hesitation. She then followed me and I could hear her heels walking on the hardwood floors. I stood there with my eyes closed. I eventually felt her hands grab my small shoulders and she started to squeeze them a bit as her very long fingers had a complete grip on me. I then felt her body heat on the back of my head and neck. I could tell she pressed her body into me. She then told me to open my eyes. When I did I almost freaked out. There she stood in back of me with her chest now way above my head and I was about eye level with the lower part of her stomach. I couldn't tell where her belly button was at that moment, but scared me to the fact I could have been eye level with it. She was a giant and her strength was out of control.
So friends, it is nice experience of Mr. Mark, hope you enjoy it. If you have any similar experiences, please do not hesitate to share with us. Thanks for watching. Please share, subscribe and like my channel.